Alrighty, folks, let me first say this is the first interview that I am just a wee bit nervous about doing. We have the one and only and great Danielle DiMartino Booth, CEO, Chief Strategist for QI Research, and author of a book I read many years ago that you should check out, Fed Up. Danielle, how are you?
I am doing great today. There's no reason to be nervous at all. I'm friendly. I promise I don't bite.
No, it's just I've watched you for so long. Um, I love how you kind of bring your experience from the Dallas Fed to the real world. You try to translate things for the every person. You don't get lost in gobbledygook, and you just call it how it is. And that's something I've respected for quite a while. So this is kind of a check on my list of people to speak with. So thank you for the opportunity.
Well, thank you for having me.
So the first thing I want to talk about is something you put out about a year ago. I think it was around Jackson Hole a year ago. That A, I've heard nobody else talk about. B, I don't think the average American really understands why it's a worthy goal and why they should be paying attention to. And that is something you said. I'm going to use my words. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but Jerome Powell is going to kill or break the Fed put. That is something that he wants to do. So what is it? Why is it important? Why should we be watching that?
So the Fed put is the assumption. It is the operating framework of generations plural of investors that the Fed's got my back. So if I'm naughty, if I speculate, if I take too much risk, then my losses are going to be at a minimum, my losses are going to be contained if I'm not made whole. And it's why we have the explosion of index investing. There is no reason to choose stocks. There's no reason to choose assets. You just need to be long. That's it. And not ever pay attention again to fundamentals because they just don't matter. Before Powell had his kind of come to Jesus, which occurred when his staff in Washington, D.C., and some of the other academics in the system convinced him that inflation would be transitory in the sense of months and not years. And academics can be a fairly convincing crew. I worked on the inside for 9 years. But once you get past their BS, you realize that they're relying on models that really don't apply to the real world that we actually live in.